We are back, baby. What is going on? Welcome, welcome. One day early. It is not Friday. False alarm. It is a Thursday stream special edition. I was just so passionate about this topic, I had to get it out right now. No, actually, I'm kind of busy tomorrow, so I wanted to make sure we get the stream done, because if I end up having to work late, I don't want anyone to suffer. Becky in the chat. We got a few people in the chat. What's going on? Thank you for being here. Meech in there as well. Nugget Man and Becky. What is going on, y'all? Hope you're having a good week. Good to see you in here, Nugget Man. See, this is probably a better night for Becky. You're less busy tonight, right? But yeah, man, I've been saving this because I could really, I could have talked about it anytime, so I kind of save it for I save those for a time when nothing crazy happened that week or whatever, and since everything is peaceful in the world right now, I figured we could talk about this because another video came out that gave me kind of a different angle on this whole topic, and yet another way Walmart is getting our money. It's absolutely nuts. So, Becky says, yes, I have to work the night shift this weekend. Oh, okay. I got you. Meech says, mark this day, Rebecca, because it's the last time. Is it the last time, she has to work night shift? Or the last time that I'll stream on a Thursday? Oh my gosh. But yeah, so my initial thought with this was kind of two things, okay? One, we remember how Walmart got sued, okay, for not having the correct weight on different meats. I believe it was ham specifically, okay? And so there is a man out there putting the ham to the test. They paid out millions of dollars, something, I don't know the exact figure. They lost the lawsuit about the ham weight thing, and apparently it is still going on. So I wanted to check in with that guy. And then also, there is an uptick of people being accused falsely of shoplifting at Walmart. Meech has got to have my ham properly weighed. Yes, exactly. And they're really shooting themselves in the foot because it's not like it's impossible to verify. We can just take the ham right over to the deli and just put it on the scale and know how much it weighs, Nance in the chat, what's going on, dude? I tried to message you earlier. You said, sir, it's Thursday, and I'm sore and tired. Had me wondering what day it is. Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't wake up and think you slept 24 hours. I claimed first at the last stream. Okay, well, I appreciate you. But yeah, so the second way that I think that they're coming for us is falsely accusing people of shoplifting. It's happening all the time, and it's happening to Walmart Plus customers, which, if you don't know what that is, apparently it's some sort of reward program that you pay extra money, like $100 a year, to be a part of, and you get different perks with that. And one of those perks is that you can pay on your phone, basically, at the checkout. So you don't have to wait in line. You just scan all your items with your phone, and you just dip. But apparently, there is a lack of training among the employees about the existence of this program because it is insane. Meech says, too bad you're late. I got it. Yes, Meech was here first. That's right. Oh, that's what you were talking about, market, because it's the last time. I got you. Nance says, I'm not late. I claimed that first already, so I gotta do his vocal fry. So Meech says, Drew, can you say hi to my daughter, Johanna? Joanna? Johanna. How do I don't want to say it wrong if I'm saying hi to her. Joanna, hello. How are you doing? She's getting ready to leave for basketball, and she's watching the stream right now. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a good time at basketball. Becky says hello as well, Joanna. So yeah, I'm sure. See, okay, so she plays basketball and she's the, like, soccer star as well. Dude, this kid is getting it. I got it right the first time, Johanna. Okay, the H is active. I like that, actually. I like that better. Johanna is unique. That's a nice name. I like that a lot. Well, good luck at basketball. And I can't believe you play basketball and soccer at the same time. That's crazy. That's a lot of dedication to your sport. Was not me. I loved sports, but sports didn't love me. I was not very good, so it was not as good of a time for me. But I hear you're very talented, so that is awesome. Definitely stick with that. Eric Freeze in there. What is going on, Eric Freeze? He says hi, everyone. Oh, she got a kick from that. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Anytime we could make a kid laugh, right? Little kids, I find that when I meet little kids, they are puzzled by the size of my beard because they're not used to seeing, like, grown-ups with, like, a huge beard, so they are always, like, just staring at that the whole time. So I get the clown factor at the parties. Eric, I'm streaming early because I have a ton of work to do this weekend, so we're talking about Walmart. They're scamming us again. But yeah, so we have the weight scam. We have the people getting falsely accused of stealing, which is a big deal because they do something called civil forfeiture, something like that, where they send letters to people and accuse them of theft, and they're like, hey, if you send us $400, we'll make it go away. And they make hundreds of millions of dollars a year by doing that, and they had to admit it in court. So I can show that evidence as well. Johanna says the beard is all good, but she's confused how you have the headphones over your hat. Well, I mean, the hat wouldn't go over the headphones, really. I am weird. Yeah. That's... Ned said he's weird. Yes. Absolutely. It's a Ford owner thing. There we go. Yeah, no, this hat is kind of tight to wear over top of the headphones. No, what I need to get is some more subtle headphones that will plug into this system. I'm working on that. We had to get the ghoul first, okay? We got the ghoul in the background. Am I pointing it? Yeah, there's the ghoul right there, and our BoJack Horseman character in the background as well. Becky says, just like us all, aren't we all? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why we're here. That's funny. It's, you know what? When I had another kid comment on one of my videos, and they said some similar thing about the headphones. They didn't like they were like, get rid of the headphones. It's like, well, I need to hear the videos. Nan says, like today, I played part of the Fast and Furious with the Ejectocito. Oh yeah. Now I gotta fix my seat. Oh yes, Nance was running the snow machine and standing up like a beast, and the seat popped off because he was riding so aggressively, and it was swept into the snow and damaged. So that sucks. But hey, at least everything else on the machine is still working. Like, of all the things to have to fix on a machine, that's not too bad. It's not like the motor or something, so that's good. But okay, so this third thing I uncovered. Well, I didn't uncover. I found an investigation that uncovered. Oh, 45, 50 miles per hour. Oh my gosh, yeah, you were flying, dude. Apparently, there is some sort of price collusion going on between Pepsi and Walmart. And someone did an investigation and exposed that. And then it kind of leads to other questions like, if they have this kind of arrangement with this brand, what other brands could they possibly have that arrangement with? So I wanted to show you that too. May not have clipped it in all the way, I guess. Oh yeah, it's like a jet ski, right? Like the seat just kind of snaps on the top and it's got those like little clips that run along it. I don't know. I've run a Sea-Doo jet ski, but not a snow machine. I haven't been on a snow machine since I was a kid. If it's any consolation, the seat blew off about half mile from where I blew the motor on the sled in 2021 on the same trail. Wow, see, that's a bad luck section there, man. You gotta be careful out there. That's the aggressive riding stance. There you go. Okay. It snaps onto the gas tank. Okay, I got you. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so I guess first I want to talk about the hams, okay? I love ham, right? We all love ham. And, where is it? The account that is doing this hard-hitting journalism is James Rigg on TikTok. That's WRIGG. Jimmy Rigg, and he is putting Walmart's feet to the fire, okay? He films videos going into Walmart, and he takes meat out of the meat section and puts it on the scale. He always grabs a small weight from the fitness section to put it on the scale to make sure that the scale is reading correctly, and then he'll put the meat right on there and compare it to the label and kind of tell us what kind of price difference we're looking at. And on a lot of these, I was really surprised because they just paid a lot of money in this big lawsuit where they lost, and they are still at it again. So this guy, his whole account is like a crusade against Walmart meat. It's absolutely wild, but I love his dedication. So I wanted to show a couple of his most famous videos. So this one is on 10.6 million views right now, okay? He called it Walmart a little heavy on the scale.
All right.
Make sure we got the sound on and stuff. CB in the chat. What is going on, CB? She says, is it Friday? It is not Friday. I'm going to be busy this weekend, so I wanted to make sure that I got the stream in. Might have to work late tomorrow. Meech says, the price collusion really angers me. Oh, man. Wait till you see it. Because it is actually something that was in a lawsuit, but Pepsi fought to have that section of the record redacted, and someone sued, like a Freedom of Information Act attorney, whatever, sued to make them prove why it needed to be redacted, and they lost. So all of these court documents became public, and that's kind of what was the trigger for that investigation. Eric says, I love seeing people expose Walmart. You know, Eric, a lot of people like Walmart. It's weird. Every time we talk about Walmart, there's like a bunch of people that jump in the comments and want to talk about it. So I thought it'd be a good thing to talk about. And if you are a new subscriber, thank you so much. I noticed we had a few new subscribers and 1,000 views on the Valentine's stream, so that's cool. Appreciate you. Dan says, I was watching a YouTube video and got all confused. Meech says, good, that information needs to be public. Yeah, absolutely. It is bad. CB says, I'm not a big Walmart fan. Me either, CB, and that's why this is just more reason for me to not go there, but for so many towns, it is the only place they can go, and Walmart captures something like 1 out of every $5 spent on groceries in the United States is spent at Walmart. So it's pretty crazy. Black Magic in the chat. He says, yo, Thursday edition. Yes, we are going a day early this week because I have a busy work day tomorrow and it'll probably be late. So I wanted to get the word out about Walmart and how they're coming for our wallets yet again. So this is Jimmy Rig. Okay, this is the video that everyone is talking about that went viral on his page.
Back at Walmart again. This is my 4th trip to Walmart. I'm at one of the same ones I was at before.
His 4th trip, man. This man is dedicated. He is for the people. He's just grabbing a ham.
Look. I'll tell you right now, that's not 24. That's not 4.94 pounds. See how easy it is? So this is the second time with Kentucky Legend. This is the same Walmart that I found the other Kentucky Legend in for $25.
Kentucky Legend is a brand of ham.
There's another one.
And Kentucky Legend is, I believe, they are the brand that was in question in the lawsuit that they just lost.
There's another one. There's 2. Because, I mean, it's that easy. I know that doesn't weigh that. I found 2. I found 2 in 20 seconds. Do you think that one weighs 5.4? So that's 3 in 30 seconds.
Okay, so he grabs some ones that he thinks are really far off.
First, let's see if the scale's correct. There's a 2-pound weight from Sporting Goods.
Okay, so here we are. We got the 2-pound weight from Sporting Goods. It's 2.02. Is that what it says? 2.02 pounds. Okay. Black Magic says, I'm down. Let's do this. Becky says, I'm the same nugget. Oh, did I miss? Hold on. I missed some nugget wisdom. Hopefully Hummingbird pops in as well. Just sent her the link. I appreciate you. Hello, Hummingbird, if you're out there. Nugget Man says, the missus refuses to show her receipt when leaving Walmart. She smiles and says no thank you when they ask. You know, and that is, you're not required to show your receipt. You just paid 20 feet away from the door, and now all of a sudden you have to show the receipt again. It's crazy. They can't legally stop you, but they still will. And sometimes the Walmart security will use your refusal as evidence, and they target people because of that, which is unfortunate. Because your wife is right, of course. Nance says, I don't hardly buy groceries from Walmart. Only a few times. Only a few things I can't find at my local store. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, absolutely. I'm with Mrs. Nugget on that. We need to stand up to these people because we did the stream before about Walmart where they were stopping people and accusing them of stealing and making them show receipts and going through their whole cart, and it's crazy. It's so embarrassing for these people. And when the Walmart security is wrong, there's no apology. There's no like, oops, you know, our bad, or like here's a coupon for next time or something. I don't know what you do, but like it is crazy. CB says, since Kroger left, I've been shopping at Winn-Dixie. Okay. I don't know about Winn-Dixie. That sounds like a fun place to be, though. It's probably only in warm areas. Meeches, when was this video taken? This is from January 21st of this year. Black Magic says, oh, never mind. I thought this was meat the store was weighing. These are pre-packaged. Yes, they are pre-packaged by the co-packer, by the supplier, but Walmart is paying by the caseload, okay? So they're paying for a certain amount of weight. And as you're going to see here, some of these hams are way, way higher. So everybody, either Walmart is getting ripped off and they're passing the rip down to the customers, or they're not, and the customer is getting ripped off because none of these things are right. Oh, Eric says Winn-Dixie is a Florida thing. Okay. Nance says, we don't have those fancy stores here. We have Tops and Wegmans in my area. Okay, I'm familiar with Wegmans. CB says, Walmart is just a whole other level I don't want to be on. That is an eloquent way to put that. I'm 100% with you. I dread having to go to a Walmart for any reason. The last time I was there, I believe, was to get that giant Reese's cup thing for the stream like a year ago. Meech, yes, it is the same ham already named in the lawsuit. Wegmans is a cult following of a store. 98% is way more than Tops, but they claim to be cheaper, and over half the meats they sell come pre-packaged from someone else who chopped it up off-site. Okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense because you have to pay, just like Walmart doesn't want to pay someone to cut and package meat because that is a trade that requires knowledge, and those people would want to get paid a reasonable wage. So here, we know we're not doing that at Walmart. So here's the first weighing. This is a 2-pound weight, and it weighed 2.02. Scale seems good. Let's do this.
Scale's over by 0.02. All right, let's weigh these one by one.
I love it because he doesn't give them an inch. He's like, scale's over by 0.02. I guess we'll continue. I love it. Okay, so this is, wait,
1.83. It says 4.93.
4.93 on the label, 1.83 on the scale, y'all. What? That's more than double.
What's this one saying? 5.41.
There's no way that's 5 pounds.
2.32. 4.54.
Wow.
Come on now. Another one.
4.54 and it's 1.84? Oh my
4.93. 1.
That's egregious. 4.93 and it's 1.83.
0.83.
Wow.
Another one. 5.62. 2.53. 4.80. 1.71.
What? Dude! What?
5.1.
Okay.
5.51. 2.41. Somebody do the math.
Somebody do the math on that? Okay, let's do the math on that because I am...
All right, let's weigh these one by one.
I am actually furious. Let's pause it on a label. Okay. Black Magic says, I had originally said to call the State Department of Weight and Measures because I know they don't play around with stuff like that, but this is on Walmart's supplier. Yes, absolutely. But there's no way that Walmart isn't checking these things because they're paying X amount of dollars for a truckload of ham and it's supposed to weigh a certain amount. You're telling me when they receive that at the factory, they're not putting that thing on a scale? They definitely know. They know if they're getting the right weight and that you're getting what they pay for. I have a feeling. Now, what they're not going to do is open up the cases and dig through and weigh individual hams. I'll give them that. I will give them that. But they're definitely responsible for it still because they're selling it. And they have scales in their store, so it's not like it's impossible for this to be remedied or to be checked once in a while. Just maybe weigh 1 or 2 out of each case or something just to verify that they're correct. But okay, so we're talking about, this is 4.93 pounds and it ends up being 1.8 or whatever. It's $4.98 a pound, okay? So they're charging you $24.55 for this.
$1.83.
And it should be $7? Like, I can't. What's the actual math on that?
All right, let's weigh these one by one.
So it's, well, 1.83 times 4.98. Here we go. Sorry. I don't know where my calculator app is. So $4.98 a pound. I can't show the calculator, so you just have to trust me. Times 1.81, okay, would be $9.01. Okay? It should be $9.01 and it's $24.55. That's insane, dude. They're fleecing you for $15.53 if you buy this ham.
1.83.
Absolutely criminal, dude. Like, I just can't. But this is not like this is not a one-off, okay? Go to this guy's page. Look at this. Here we're talking chicken. This Walmart. Is from January 17th, man.
That don't weigh no 4.66 pounds.
There's no way.
We'll use the scale. 2.37 pounds. We're ripping people.
2.37. And they're saying it's 4. It's literally half of the weight that it says on the label for chicken, ham, whatever. I feel like we gotta weigh everything. What if other stores are doing this? We don't know. We're not weighing stuff. You know, like I have an estimation of how much a pound of this or a pound of that looks like. But if you're buying a big chunk, you know, how do you know? CB says, I think Publix is the best down here, but it's wicked expensive. Great customer service, though, and they carry your groceries out to your car for you. See, that's great. Sometimes it's worth a little bit extra money to get good service. Becky says, that's why you should buy meats from a meat market if you can. That is great advice. Meat says, where is Elmo? He is not far. Oh my gosh, man. I don't know what we're supposed to do now. If they're... I'll let this... Hold on. He says fingers on the scale, Walmart. Here's another one, 3.3 million views.
Another one, 5.62.
This is from January 22nd.
2.53.
5.62, 2.53. This one's 4.8 pounds.
4.80. 1.
And it's 1. Oh my gosh, man. This is worse than I thought it was gonna be. Really, if it was even a half pound under, I'd be upset. But this is like literally half of the weight. This is crazy. Okay. Pizza Elmo is needed. Okay. I don't have Pizza Elmo. Trust, dude, it took me 45 minutes to get that animation to work. I'll try, though. Eric says, that's a crazy discrepancy. Time to be a Karen and summon the manager. He does talk to the manager at one. I think it's in the continuation of this video. Black Magic says, wow, that's not even close. I know, like, it'd be, if it was off by a little bit, you could give them a little bit of leeway. And remember, we're generously including the weight of the packaging in the weight. And to me, if you're selling me ham that's $4.98 per pound of ham, I shouldn't be paying for the weight of the packaging. That's just me. I know it's not a lot, but they put a bunch of water in there and plastic, and, you know, it's not nothing. But this is just robbery. Allegedly. Meech says, Becky, I'm with you. Cut the meat and weigh it in front of me. Yes. Is Costco affiliated with Walmart? No, Walmart has the Sam's Club. Becky says, I love Fligner's. Oh, I bet so that's like a butcher place. Okay. Black Magic says, I agree, 100% true. Walmart definitely knows, especially with the way they pinch pennies and are very conscious about their cost of goods. Exactly. And you will see what lengths they're willing to go to. It's actually nuts. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Yes, Sam's Club is Walmart. Yep. CB says, I just joined Costco and I got nervous for a second. No, you're good. Costco's not Walmart. Now, I don't think Costco has been accused of any of these things. This is solely a Walmart accusation here. Okay, so this is a good minute and a half. Let's see what's going on. Remember, this ham is $4.98, almost $5 a pound. So this thing would have been $7 and they're charging
4.80.
$23.90. Lord have mercy, you guys. It should be $7. It's $23.
5.51.
27.44 and it should. And that's bad. 27.44 and it should be 12.
Now, if it's time to go see management, let's see what they have to say about it.
See, that's. I know that this trope is old in the comments, but if we went to the register with half the money, they wouldn't accept that, right? So we have to hold them to the same standard here, even if it's only off by a little bit and it's only like $1 more, $2 more. That's not nothing. That's fraudulent, in my opinion. You know, you're intentionally misrepresenting something in order to get more money for it. And like, we're not already paying overinflated grocery prices. 901 for some crappy processed ham with 3 tons of salt. Exactly, Nance. Exactly. Who is Costco affiliated with? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who they're owned by. Not even worth $2, Nance says. I just got ground chuck yesterday for $4.49 a pound. No kidding, Becky. That's a great price. $4.49. Wow. Nice. CB says, I've just been eating iguana recently. They are free. I heard it's been raining iguana down there. That's good. You gotta fry them up, right? Nan says, I wouldn't buy a single meat from Walmart. I've seen how well they take care of stock, and I don't trust some idiot to leave it out to spoil, and I don't feel like getting sick. I don't know about that part, but I do know what you mean, because the appearances of a store are really affect your opinion of the quality, and their meat section never looks appetizing to me. Everything always looks very shady and unhealthy, and like they relabeled it and changed the expiration date, or I don't know. It just seems old. Nugget Man says, is it just the ground beef or other products like poultry or pork? I'm not sure. I see, all we've seen so far is these hams and the chicken, but the ham is that's so bad. But really, like Nance said, who's going to Walmart and buying this gross ham? Oof. Sorry, I don't want to yuck anyone's yum out there. I mean, ham is fine, but that's if I'm gonna have a ham, that's not what I'm thinking of. Publix has the best tea and the best deli, but they don't exist in Ohio. Okay, yeah, I have not seen a Publix before. Nugget says, CB has a matching iguana shoes and belt. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's been so cold and the city's shut down, so, you know, you got nothing but time to sit around and craft various iguana-related merchandise. Oh, okay. It's just ground chuck. Okay, I got you. How much beef filler is included? Yeah, exactly. Hummingbird in the chat. She says, hey, everyone. Sorry I've been kind of MIA lately. Hey, that's okay. Happy you could join us on the day early, the day before Friday. Yeah, happy to see you in the chat. So, okay. Now he's going to go over to the manager, because this is crazy. So we're talking about a ham that should cost $7, and they're charging $25 for it. That's craziness. That's not a little mistake.
You know those are...
His cart is crazy. He's got like 9 hams and a bag of dog food. Like, what? Oh, man, sir, I need to hook you up with a nutritionist.
Walking out the door. People are throwing them in their cart and they're walking out the door with them. And Walmart is paying the weight price on those. But they're 100%. Actually weighing what I just weighed back there.
He's
That's
absolutely
what Walmart's
right.
paying for. So Walmart is profiting off of these.
Yep.
Well, one thing we know for sure is definitely a problem with Kentucky Legend. They'd be the next place to investigate. I mean, that's absolutely insane. Why aren't they checking them? They are responsible for that. They are responsible for it. Why do I have to come in here and be the controls? I can't believe I found 6, 7, or 8.
See, what I want to see, I want to see a case open, because that will tell us, okay? If you weigh an entire case, let's say a case is 100 pounds, okay? So all these hams in here weigh 100 pounds. You throw the case on, it says 100 pounds. Then you pop the case open and add up the label weights to see if that also equals 100 pounds. Because based on what we've seen so far, 100 pounds would actually be labeled as like 215 pounds.
In 30 seconds. You gonna try this one? So what does that one weigh? Oh, you scanned it. Yeah, 2.32 pounds. Mm-hmm. But look, this says 5.41, and then they're charging people $4.98 a pound. That's over double, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Charge one. I appreciate you.
CB says, I feel like you have to know you're getting ripped off if you're shopping at Walmart at this point.
This one
definitely.
weighs 185.
Getting ripped off somehow, even if it's not overt like this.
Appreciate it.
And then he's the best person you can.
Okay.
She's actually handling this very well. And he's being very, you know,
Another
civil
one,
about
5.62, 2.53,
Lord have
4.80.
mercy. Okay, so we're on repeat. Now, this is not just a fluke, man. Like he does this for a living now, it seems like, and his TikTok page is popping off. Eric says, I've been buying meat from Meijer. Haven't had that issue with anything being spoiled, so I'm just sticking with Meijer. I might try Aldi. I've heard good things about Aldi. You know what? I have been to both of those places. I like both. I feel like Aldi, you know what I do is I go to Aldi first, and then whatever I don't end up finding there, then I will get at Meijer or Kroger. Because if I'm going to go in on a grocery trip, drive all the way to the store, I'm going to get all the things. And if the first store doesn't have it, we're going to circle around to another one because I'm only doing one trip. You know what I'm saying? Becky says, I just feel you pick and choose what you buy there. Yes, that is true. And I think that's true with any store. You definitely want to look at the quality of the meat because sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's really bad. Okay, here's another Walmart manager, and this one kind of got under my skin. Okay, this guy is gonna say that they don't have any way, they don't have any method that they could possibly weigh these hams in the back. There's absolutely no way we could possibly verify that these weights are wrong. It's impossible, right? Except he's gonna prove that it's not, of course. This is part 3.
How you doing?
Time to talk to management.
I was going through to buy a ham, and I picked one of these hams up here, and I looked at it. I was like, whoa, $24.60, and I looked at the poundage, right? So I took it over your produce scale. It's over double the pounds. And then we just weighed it over there on the, she weighed it on the scale. All these hams are over double at $25. And what tipped me off is I came in the other day and got one, but I just put it back. I'm worried about other people. Like, how does that happen?
And this, we don't even weigh anything.
Here, so the manufacturer weighs it.
Yeah. Even our
but
hamburger and all that
is
kind
somebody
of stuff.
supposed to, like...
See, back in the day, grocery stores used to weigh their own stuff, and they would have butchers back there portioning everything up and packaging it. But now that you don't have that, if you're not going to a butcher and you will rely on Walmart for your meat, you really have to
put an eye on this to make sure it doesn't go out, or what? I mean, I found those in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, Walmart just had a class action lawsuit for $48 million over this stuff, didn't they? Last year?
I haven't heard anything about it.
Oh, no?
Is this the face of a man who hasn't heard anything about the lawsuit? Sir. Oh my goodness. I was born at night, but it was not last night, sir. I just love that face. Like, how does he even make his... I didn't hear anything about a $50 million lawsuit. I'm only the manager of the store. Black Magic says, why go down with the ship as a manager at Walmart? Stand up for your customers and community and send it up the ladder that this isn't okay. I agree. I think that the only thing stopping him from doing that is the fact that he is being recorded. And Walmart will fire you very swiftly if you misrepresent their brand in any way. So he's probably like deer in the headlights, like, how do I handle this situation properly? But I love that.
I mean, I
haven't heard of that lawsuit
so, I mean,
at all.
I weighed them on your scale. She weighed them up here. So, like, what do you do at this point?
So we don't even have a way of reweighing this stuff.
No, you can't reweigh it?
No. So, I mean, I'll just have to.
There's no way to reweigh it.
Yeah, we'll donate it to the food bank.
Oh, you donate? Well,
Gonna donate them to the food bank. Well, at least there is a good outcome from this. Gonna donate them to the food bank, okay? But of course, he's gonna put down in the books that he donated 5 pounds to the food bank, and he's actually donating 1.71. So I don't know if that's actually a good deed or not.
that's a good thing, yeah. But what
it won't go to waste.
What procedures do you guys have in place here to make sure this doesn't happen
Well, I'm
again?
gonna send it up to our home office.
Look how big his eyes got when he got brought up procedures. Like, procedures? You know about the procedures.
So they can contact.
Like,
whoever.
do you have training procedures for people who put meat out? Like, do they look at the prices like I just did and say, wow? I mean, that throws you off.
Obviously, we don't. But,
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't.
I mean,
I love it.
What is it, Kentucky Legend? Yeah, they got something to do. They got some work to do there.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause this is just one
Yeah,
Walmart.
they do.
This is 30 seconds.
Eric says they got scales in the deli. Exactly. He actually has another video where he walks around behind the counter in the deli and shows their scale. Sitting right there on the counter. Eric says the other manager handled things way better. I agree. This is like the store manager, I think. The other lady was way cooler under pressure. 43 million is pennies to Walmart. I agree, Black Magic. Yeah, there's that's a drop in the bucket to them. They just kept right on going, because imagine if they're doing this on just this product, you'd make the 43 million back in no time. And I just have to wonder, if they're doing it with chicken and they're doing it with ham, are they doing it with other things that are sold by the pound? I didn't think about this hitting the internet and that his reaction could make him lose his job. Yeah, absolutely. That's people are so terrified of getting fired for being on TikTok. When they donate it to the food bank, they get a tax credit for the receipt weight, not the actual weight. That's what I was saying. They're going to donate it to the food bank and say, we donated, 100 pounds of ham, but it's actually like 30. And I feel like at the bigger weights, it would be really obvious if it's wrong, right? Like if a crate's supposed to weigh 100 pounds and it weighs 30 pounds, you're going to know right away. But I love how this guy is just flabbergasted the whole time.
Yeah, the thing is, millions of people, millions of people shop at Walmart. Walmart makes $2 billion. Like if those went out,
we probably paid.
You pay the real weight.
Top comment, 10,000 likes.
The real
Next
weight
day,
price,
ham's in the cooler.
They pay by the case weight or the case pallet, not by the label.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know how they.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they'll weigh the case, and whatever the case weighs, despite what the labels say. So if those all went out the door, Walmart would have profited like a few $100s just off those 6 hams, or 7, 8, whatever I have there, right?
He's like, please leave, sir. Please leave.
Well,
please leave.
I don't feel very confident. Do you? Basically, kind of shrugged it off.
I
didn't answer any questions. Didn't even know about the class action.
I mean, now, you can't expect every Walmart employee to be able to represent them on a corporate level. And I think that's probably what that guy was so afraid of there. But yeah, I think that's just so egregious. Like it's getting out of control at this point. And his whole page is just full of this. Like it's just always like, here's another chicken one.
At Walmart again.
19th of
I'm
January
telling you,
this
go
year.
up and down this meat aisle.
Nugget
Just
says,
pick
good point,
anything
Black
out.
Magic. Yes.
Look through it a little bit. Pick anything out. Let's go weigh this one on the scale. They're saying this ham here, what is it? Kentucky Legend ham? They're saying this ham right here, this little bitty ham, is 5.34 pounds.
Oh, come on now.
It's a good thing they put these scales in here so we can keep Walmart in check. Let's check this out. 2.25.
So it's 3 pounds lighter than the label weight.
They were trying to get somebody for
$15.
$25. $25.59 for this.
And
How
it should
many
be
in
10.
here are off?
Yeah.
How many in there are off? Start digging through here, see how many in here are off. If I was unknowing, I was in a hurry, I just grabbed that ham and threw it in, it would ring up $25. I literally spent about 2 minutes in here. I started going up and down through things, looking at stuff. I found this in 2 minutes.
He goes to a lot of different Walmarts, if you can't tell. So, if you want to follow that, that's James Rigg, WRIGG on TikTok. He definitely has a lot of good points. So, another thing that is happening at Walmart is that they are falsely accusing people of theft all the time. And the reason that they're so aggressive about that is because, well, it was revealed in a lawsuit a few years ago when a woman was falsely accused of theft by Walmart. And some information came out about Walmart's civil recovery program. So we'll just watch this little news clip real quick and brush up on that fact.
Criminal charge.
That it is important context. So basically, the lady had some sort of problem with the self-checkout machine, and she actually had an associate come over and help her scan the stuff, and then they accused her of stealing, and she didn't steal it.
$48 worth of groceries, 11 items in all, including Christmas lights, a loaf of bread, and Cap'n Crunch cereal. She was eventually arrested, mugshot taken, but the criminal charge was eventually dropped when no one from Walmart showed up to court. By then, she said, the damage to her reputation had already been done, her ability to make a living stifled by the criminal charge.
Right.
What was worse, she continued to receive demand letters from a...
This is what I'm talking about, okay? This is called a demand letter. And this is how Walmart is getting $300 million of income every year. They send this thing threatening civil liability, and they say, pay us $200 and it'll make this go away. Pay the law offices of Palmer and whatever in Orlando, Florida. And they're just hoping that you will say, oh, I didn't steal, I better pay so that this goes away and I don't go to jail. Because they could sue me.
A Walmart-affiliated law firm offering to drop the matter if she paid them $200.
At first you think, oh, well, I'll pay it and then it'll all go away. But then I'm like, you know, I didn't do anything wrong. Why would I pay for something that I didn't do?
But it turns out many people do. During testimony in the lawsuit she filed against the company, an expert testified Walmart routinely uses what are known as civil recovery laws in many states to get people they've accused of shoplifting to pay up.
Civil recovery is an interesting word for extortion, in my opinion. Black Magic says only 3 pounds off, just slap a contents may settle in shipping sticker on it and call it a day. Exactly. That's what they've done. They do not care.
University of Nebraska assistant law professor Ryan Sullivan, who has studied the practice, testified that in a 2-year period, Walmart charged some 1.4 million people across the country with criminal theft of property and ended up collecting more than $300 million.
Oh, excuse me. In a 2-year period, they collected $314 million. That is absolutely crazy. And this is from 10 years ago. Imagine how bad it is now.
Through their civil demand letters in the same period. The lawsuit nurse filed against Walmart charged the company with abusive process, meaning the company used the criminal charges to bolster their chances of civil recovery.
Exactly, that they prosecute her solely for the purpose of getting what they call civil recovery on money.
To add insult to injury, Walmart never produced a video that would have been recorded at the self-checkout area that would have proved nurse shoplifted or didn't.
It would have shown the truth, and that they didn't want the truth to be shown.
Oh, they lost
At the end
video.
of this
What a weird coincidence.
Lawsuit filed in 2018 and delayed by the COVID pandemic, a unanimous jury found for Nurse and awarded her $2.1 million in punitive damages.
Good for her.
I hope it makes a difference. I don't want anybody else to have to go through this again.
Okay, so now that you know that, and you see why they have incentive to accuse people of stealing. Eric says it got way worse after 2021. I agree. It definitely has gotten way worse in the past few years. This person, he has Walmart Plus, okay? Which I was talking about before. You can scan the stuff on your phone on the app, and your payment method is already stored in the app. So you scan the items as you're shopping. That was from WKRG, by the way. You scan the items as you're shopping, and then you just pay in the app and walk out of the store. But apparently, not all the employees are aware of the existence of this program. And it's crazy.
Walmart tried,
because you actually pay, I believe, $99 to be a part of the program. So this guy actually paid $100 extra to Walmart for the privilege of being accused of shoplifting.
to stop me from leaving over a receipt on my phone. So
this is Voice Butler 2 on TikTok. This happened 3 days ago.
I went to Walmart I believe today to grab one item in and out. So I have this Walmart Plus, and so I scanned it, paid on my phone, and walked out like I always do. Simple. As I'm heading towards the exit, the associate stops me and asks for my receipt. I told him, yeah, I got it, it's on my phone. I pull up the receipt and show him on the screen. He looks at it and says, no, you need to go back and get you a real receipt. I said, this is the receipt. I paid through Walmart Plus. He shook his head and said,
you don't get a printed
I can't
receipt.
let you leave with that item. At this point, I'm confused more than anything.
Phones
I'm
don't
like,
have
bro,
printers, sir.
You're turning this into something that doesn't need to be. So if you don't know what Walmart Plus is, why are you arguing with me about how I paid?
Exactly.
So he tells me he doesn't care and that I need to go print a receipt. I'm not about to stand there debating over something I already paid for. So I walk to the other side exit. The associate over there looks at my phone, sees the receipt, and says, you're good and have a good day.
See,
and
what?
That should have been the end of it.
Oh, no.
But as I'm walking to
here
my
we
car,
go.
here comes the first guy outside with security. And now he's telling security,
there's one of these at every job, right?
At this point, I'm thinking, are we really doing this over a receipt that's
the
literally
new guy?
going on my screen?
Are we going to call him the new guy?
So I hand the security my phone. He looks at it for 2 seconds and says he paid Walmart Plus receipt. Then he looks at the associate and says he's good. The associate gets irritated and says, how do I know that's not fake? Security just shook his head and told me, man, go to your car. Don't even worry about it. He's new.
He
So I
said,
walked
how do
off,
I know it's not fake?
shaking my head because it wasn't about the item.
Oh
it was
my
the
God,
energy, the
man.
assumption,
I'm
the
sorry. It's not
escalation
funny, but it's
over
like,
something
that's what a
I already
ridiculous
handled.
excuse.
Technology changed, payment changed, but some people still treat you like you're walking out with something you didn't pay for. And the part that stuck with me most,
And
I had to prove I paid for something twice.
yeah, exactly. And he's a Walmart Plus member, so he actually paid extra to go into the store and get accused of shoplifting. Like, it's absolutely insane. So definitely they need to work on some training. Yeah, another thing is, they always tend to clam up whenever you start filming, which I think is interesting because they have hundreds of high-definition cameras in their store pointed at you every moment you're in there. So why do they have trouble when you pull out your cell phone camera to film them? The tag says, Walmart loss prevention falsely accused us of shoplifting. This happened October 6th of last year. Can't believe they took us to the back and accused us of stealing.
You turning it off? Yep. Yep, right on here. Yep. Here she. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. No, do not touch. No, she touched my phone. Yes, she did.
Got his ID.
And then you got a card too with your name, because we had asked the lady as far as us not receiving an apology, and she just turned her back and was very rude to us.
Yeah,
and I felt
you guys are recording, so she didn't want to.
See, at the very least, there needs to be an apology, because you're accusing people of stealing out in public in front of everyone, embarrassing them. And then in a private room off to the side, you get to be like, oh, my bad, I looked at the camera wrong. Like, you gotta be pretty sure when you're gonna accuse people of stealing. Black Magic says, I wonder why this gentleman was chosen to be harassed. You know, I debated bringing that up. I debated bringing that fact up in this video too, because we have kind of a similar scenario here. Kind of a similar set of individuals making the accusation against this. You know, I wouldn't accuse them of systemic discrimination, but a case could certainly be made.
On the video,
but she could have apologized. We wasn't recording at first, but she could have apologized.
You guys were recording. Let me get a piece of video.
But do you
see? You can't get mad at them for recording when you are recording the whole time. You can't, because otherwise they'll have zero proof that this incident even happened, and Walmart could just be like, what are you talking about? And then this whole thing just gets swept under the rug. And it's probably what happens every day.
And just, you see what our kids have to go through this.
It's a one-party state, yep.
That's cool.
I apologize. I made a mistake. All right, my name's David. I'm the asset protection manager here. Okay.
Okay. See, like, at least he did apologize.
It looked like there was no red trigger when you guys were scanning things, so I took that as underringing. Okay. I approached you once you passed the last point of sale, which at that point I can legally approach you.
Okay.
My mistake. You guys came willingly.
They actually paid,
though.
though.
Your bags.
Yeah.
So there's no illegal search or seizure. Okay.
At that point, I can legally approach you. Yes, legally he can accuse you of theft, but I feel like morally he's obligated to apologize and make things right when he's wrong. It's crazy. Black Magic says he's just new and a real go-getter. Yeah, that's what it was. He's just a go-getter. You know, all these go-getters seem to have the same idea of who the guilty party is every time, though. It's interesting. Now, this guy, he did what a lot of people probably would want to do if they got accused of theft at a Walmart. Because when they accuse you of stealing, they make a scene, okay? So what he does, once he was vindicated, is he makes a scene back. And they don't like it when he makes a scene.
Alright, you're not getting everybody's attention.
I love this. This is from September of last year. From OK Smitty 23. He says, did I do too much? And I would say no. I would say you did not do enough, sir.
This uninformed white man right here.
Uh-oh.
accused me of stealing. Only because I never showed him my receipt. Let me tell you how something. Whenever
He didn't show his receipt.
it's yours. You bought it. You don't have to show anybody anything. That's not protocol. Not to mention, he just accused me of stealing.
He's holding his receipt in front of him. I love it. Absolutely love this.
This uninformed white man just accused me of stealing from mere presence. That's it.
I don't know if he's he is employed by Walmart, it seems like. I'm not sure. Maybe this is part of a skit.
I'm sure y'all want me to leave.
Now there's a whole bunch of people asking him to leave all of a sudden.
He should have never accused me of stealing. He did it in front of everybody, so why not make a scene?
She said, "You're making a scene." Well, you know what? I don't think he is, because he's bringing the same energy that was brought to him. Eric says, "I've noticed they tend to discriminate certain individuals, and now with certain political issues, it could get way worse." It could. I feel like groceries should not be a political issue. I don't talk political issues here, because I don't want to. Eric says, "I want to be friends with that guy." Me too. I thought that was really funny.
This uninformed white man right here just accused me of stealing. And he's still laughing, I'm laughing as well. I find him funny. I'm an entertainer.
The guy is tripling down after he's already seen the receipt. He still thinks he was in the right.
I have to show you anything. It's mine. It's mine. It's my item, my receipt. I don't have to show you anything.
What if the item that he bought was the bullhorn? Absolutely love that video. Now, this last thing, this was kind of a funny skit. I don't know if this is gonna get claimed or not, but I thought this skit was funny, and the Walmart security guy actually played along and was cool about it. She says, "They tried to accuse me of stealing."
Oh, I was not stealing. I was not stealing. I was not stealing. What'd you buy? I got
Nothing suspicious about her pants at all.
ice cream and a headband. I think. Yeah, the headband. It's a Minnie Mouse headband for my daughter's birthday.
Look at it.
I was not stealing. I believe you. I was not stealing. I promise you. They think of my booty big. I was in here stealing.
Not because that hair covered, they're going to find you quick.
I love the hair. I love that hair. This guy, he had to stand here and just watch the whole thing unfold. I wonder why he was looking so hard. I thought that was pretty good. But, okay, so, I wanted you to be able to laugh a little bit because this next one is going to piss you off. Okay, this came from a YouTube channel.
I'm running an experiment that might
called More Perfect Union, okay? And the title is, "We Uncovered the Scheme Keeping Grocery Prices High." Now, what this specifically references is some sort of relationship where Pepsi is tracking the prices that all of their retailers charge for their items, okay? And I don't think that's weird. But one weird thing they are doing is comparing everyone else's prices against Walmart's. And if your price is at or below what Walmart is charging for a Pepsi product, you will be potentially punished as a retailer. And this is happening with... In this story, they're talking about Pepsi, but I am sure that it's not a big leap to say it could be happening with other products as well.
I'm running an experiment that might seem pointless. Testing whether Walmart really has the lowest prices. It's economics 101, right? Economies of scale, bulk purchasing.
The Walmart phenomenon, scale of production, speed of delivery, and all of these things that drive down price.
So I went around to different grocery stores in western Wisconsin. And on the surface, I found what you'd expect, but I got a tip that's something else.
So here, he has the same 12-pack of Pepsi, which insane prices for a 12-pack of Pepsi anyway. $7.88 at Walmart that's insanely high, but anyway. So $7.88 at Walmart, $9.99 at a place called Country Market, and $10.99 at a place called Festival Foods. This is in Wisconsin.
Else might be going on. So I talked with an independent grocer.
Back in the 90s, I could go toe-to-toe with Walmart's everyday low price. Today, it's not even close.
That's when this went from a curiosity to an investigation. And I found a lawsuit that the federal government filed
See the redactions?
against one of the largest
That's what I was
food
talking
companies
about
in the
earlier.
world. It was supposed to stay secret.
As a result of redacted, Pepsi created a plan, redacted. The plan advised that Pepsi redacted. The plan included redacted, redacted, redacted.
Inside, evidence that goes against every single economics textbook. Markets are supposed to drive prices down through competition. But what if the biggest player found a way to neutralize the competition without actually lowering their own prices? The case got buried in the swamps of Washington. But the system...
Okay, so I don't want to play his whole video because I want you guys to watch it. But essentially what they're doing is they're trying to squeeze smaller grocers. So if a grocery store decides I'm gonna sell for less than Walmart is selling for, that grocery store is going to lose their promotional pricing from Pepsi. And that's important because when you're dropping a price below what you paid for it in the grocery business, that's called a loss leader. And you do that to bring people in to buy the cheap thing in hopes that they will buy other items and you'll end up recouping the profit off of that. Now, that doesn't really work if they only come in and buy the one item. But Walmart wants to make sure that their price is the lowest so that you'll go there and buy Pepsi there, because something like 25% of Pepsi products are sold at Walmart, which is insane to me. But what's more important is they're squeezing all of these other grocers so that Walmart always has the lowest price. So in this set of documents, there's no proof that Walmart is aware that Pepsi was tracking all of this stuff and doing this to the prices. But Pepsi wanted to make sure that their best seller had the best prices too. And I get that, but you can't give them that edge at the cost of squeezing other retailers. So definitely check out that investigation because it is huge and, I mean, just absolutely mind-blowing stuff that he is talking about in here. And you'll hear from some other people who are in the industry that can kind of really lay out how they discovered what is happening. But essentially what they're doing, the reason that I called this the Walmart tax is these tactics that Walmart uses to squeeze prices down out of companies, whether the company is doing it themselves in order to provide Walmart with the best price, or whether Walmart is in collusion with the company to do this sort of, I guess it would be price fixing, price arrangement, whatever. Eric says we should do a stream about soda prices. Okay, I'll put that on the list actually. But yeah, it should be criminal what happened here, but the lawsuit was dropped. Without getting political, the lawsuit was dropped against Pepsi. accusing them of this whole Walmart setup situation. And Pepsi fought in court to keep this redacted. They were not able to, so now it's been unredacted, and they go through that whole thing and basically show how Walmart is making everything more expensive at other stores. So definitely check that out, and be careful when you're going to Walmart. Don't get accused of, don't get accused of theft, you know? Don't use the self-checkout. My advice, never use the self-checkout, because they can't get you. They can always get you somehow with the self-checkout, but if you go through the person, and they should just get rid of those stupid self-checkouts anyway. We don't work at Walmart. Come on now. But yeah, and if you're gonna buy meat there, which I realize a lot of people, it's the only place that they can buy meat in their town, throw that baby on the scale, okay? It's not illegal, and while you're at it, record it and throw it on TikTok, and I will watch it. But hey, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a great weekend. Be careful out there if you're buying Pepsi products or going to Walmart. Tell your family that you love them, and I will catch y'all on Monday for the extras. Peace.